Not that we're counting, but spring is just 6 days away. And if you look around, there are already some signs that spring is happening, so that's a good thing.
That it's close to coming, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Amphibians are going to be doing a little bit of work. You might see them out there as well. On today's Metro Parks Monday, Natalie Schroeder joining us live on what's happening right now. Spring migration. Natalie, good morning.
Good morning. So not right now. If you look outside, it's still kind of icy, but in the next few days, weeks, we will start seeing these amazing amphibians making their spring migration. A lot of people, when they think of migration, they think of birds or butterflies, but our amphibians in Ohio actually do it too. So it's really, really something special.
It's cool. So, I mean, kind of like bears, we all hear about them hibernating.
Right.
These guys like sleep all winter, right? And then now they start
waking up. They do. So salamanders and other amphibians actually have a special type of hibernation called brumation. And so their hibernation is based on their metabolism. So when there's no food, they're slowing down. But if it warms up, they can actually start getting a little active. So when we have those 60-degree days in January, they may move around, find a worm, and suck it up right into their belly. So who I have here is actually our state amphibian. This is a spotted salamander, and he never brumates. He just hangs out with us at our nature center. He's one of our animal ambassadors and teaches people about amphibians. But the wild ones that live out in the woods, they burrow underground most of the year, and on really warm, I'm going to say warm in quotes, because it's about 42 to 47 degrees in the spring, and when it's raining, they're actually going to come out above the ground and they're going to migrate through the woods to vernal pools, which are little ponds in the woods, and they're going to lay their eggs. And when I say migration, I mean hundreds upon hundreds of these are going to do that.
That's amazing. We've already learned something because you were shocked. Did you know we have a
state salamander?
No, we had no idea.
Amphibian.
We do have a state salamander.
Who knew?
That's great.
And we have so many different kinds of salamanders too. So the spotted salamander is the one that is one of the ones that will lay their eggs in the spring. But we have other salamanders, like this northern red salamander, this amazing chunky little salamander. He lays his eggs in the fall. So they do it throughout the year. It doesn't have to be a specific springtime thing. We can still find red salamanders in the spring. They're still going to mate in the spring, but they're not going to lay their eggs in those pools until the fall.
Now, I saw his cousin. He saved me 15% of my insurance, but I was trying to. I've never seen one in the wild. I'm like, I'm not.
So it's really amazing. So we actually have programs coming up here at North Chagrin where people can come with a naturalist in the evening and they can see these vernal pools, see if we can find salamanders in the vernal pools, and actually see their eggs. And if you're hiking in the metro parks, think about dense forests. So think about North Chagrin, South Chagrin, Bedford, and look for those really wet areas. Flip over a log and see what you can find.
Oh my gosh, usually I just find a worm or something. I had no idea we could see these.
Right.
And you mentioned night. Do they come out more at night? Because I saw you have a spring amphibian night hike.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
So they are. Yes, so they're technically nocturnal creatures, so they want to be busy at night. So that's when they're going to come out. At nighttime, especially during the summer and the late spring, is when it's cooler. So if we think about a cool, moist environment, that's what they want. They need to keep their skin moist. If their skin dries out, they will die. Oh. So nighttime is the best time for them to not dry out. They want to stay nice and moist. So nighttime is the perfect time for them to stay active.
Well, Natalie, we just put up the information about the Family Friday Nights, which is coming up this Friday, and of course also on April 15th. And you have that Nature Trivia Night coming up on the 25th too, which sounds awesome.
Yes, so I mean, those are great opportunities for families to get out, see these guys in action, and maybe meet some of our native ones that we have here housed at North Chagrin Nature Center, which would be a really exciting experience for the people who want to come out and join us.
Well, we feel a whole lot smarter, right? That's what you guys do, is teach, especially kids, all this stuff. It's fascinating. Yeah, Who knew, right?
It is, and what I like to do is I like to teach kids of all ages. So kids at heart, we're all kids at heart, right?
Yes, yes.
There's always something to learn. And it's great to get out and get active and learn about these crazy little guys that live in Ohio with us that we may never get to see.
Awesome. Natalie, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Live from North Chagrin Nature Center out there. We'll see you this week.
Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you.